Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. In today's video, I'm going to go through all the new LEGO releases coming out in May. After a relatively quiet April, May is far more jam-packed with lots more new sets being released. Although May is very much Star Wars focused with May the 4th just around the corner. But there are a few other non-Star Wars sets coming out, one or two of which do look really interesting. So first up, we do get a single art set coming out. I do believe this is the last one of 2025, and it is the Keith Haring dancing figures, priced at $120 or £105, and in this you do get 1,773 pieces. This set does nothing for me whatsoever, it really isn't aimed at me. Not quite sure who this set is for, if I'm being perfectly honest. It does have a feel of one of those sets that will be reduced very quickly. I don't see this one being massively popular. It's a very niche audience for this, I expect. I mean, the figures do look quite big, I suppose. This set really doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. Maybe it's LEGO trying to target a different audience to the regular LEGO audience. But yeah, this one is an easy pass for me, this one. Next, we get a couple of Star Wars brick heads. The first one being Luke Skywalker Rebel Pilot, priced at $10 or £10. This is an easy buy for me. I will be buying this on day one. I think it looks really nice. One thing I really do enjoy about brick heads is that everything is printed. There are no stickers. And this looks really nice. So yeah, this is an easy buy for me on day one. Brickheads don't tend to last that long. They only tend to last the year in which they came out, so this one will be gone by the end of the year. So I might as well get my hands on this now and get it bought. So I think this looks great. I think it's really nice. Certainly will be buying this on day one. And the second of the brickheads coming out this month is a 5-pack from Revenge of the Sith, the heroes and villains, priced at $50 or £45. I will be buying this at some point, but I'm going to wait until later on in the year and see if LEGO may well reduce it. I do like it. I love all the ones that come in it. So you get Anakin, Palpatine, General Grievous, Padme, and Mace Windu. So yeah, I think these look really nice. All of them look pretty decent. I do like the General Grievous one. That looks pretty good in particular. Yeah, so with the 4 lightsabers, Palpatine looks decent. Yeah, this is going on my LEGO wish list, but I'm probably not going to buy it on release day. I'm going to wait and hang on, maybe see around Black Friday if LEGO do indeed reduce this. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Next up, we have one botanical set, and it is the Petite Sunny Bouquet, priced at $30 or £25, and this one has 373 pieces. My wife will like this. She'll get this at some point, so this looks really nice. The botanical range are just getting better and better. It's with each year, it seems, and with each new set, this looks really nice and colourful. Looks like you get quite a lot for your money in this one as well. Nice little range of flowers here, and they are really, really nice. My wife absolutely loves these botanical sets, and she has just about all of them now. So she will be wanting this at some point, maybe for her birthday or around Christmas time. I think she'll probably get this. But yeah, these look really decent, look nice in the vase. These are, yeah, very, very cool. We do get one single Marvel set coming out in May, and I have to say this one really is ultimately very, very disappointing. I think overpriced for what it is. And it is the Avengers Endgame Final Battle, priced at $100 or £90, and this you only get 621 pieces. I think this is really quite poor, if I'm being honest. You do get loads of minifigures, but I don't think any of them are exclusive. I think they've all been in other sets. And as a standalone build, it's pretty poor. I get what LEGO are going with this, but it looks naff. That's the only way I could describe it, unfortunately. I think this is really quite poor. Oh, you can customise it a little bit where you want to put the portals. The big selling point for this set is, of course, all the minifigures. You do get the buildable Ant-Man, which doesn't look great, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, this one's an easy pass for me. So you do get loads of minifigures, but I do believe they've all been in various other Marvel sets. So there's nothing really exclusive in here. Yeah, it's just a very underwhelming set, and I think I've seen a lot of the feedback on this set. It's been very disappointing. So yeah, I think this one, if you think about getting this, I would highly recommend waiting to get it in an inevitable sale, because I think it's very overpriced for what it is. Yeah, 621 pieces. Yeah, not a great entry for Marvel, this one, I feel. In May, we get the next of the collectible minifigures, or this time it is an F1 collectible race car theme. These I can simply pass on. I don't think I'll be buying any of these at all. They don't do much for me at all. I do like my collectible minifigures, but these in particular, yeah, don't do very much for me at all. I may get one or two if I see them in store somewhere, but I'm not going to rush out and try and collect all these. There's no minifigures, just get the helmets and the F1 cars. So as usual, if you think about it, get these, there are 12 to get hold of. I imagine the one that will be in demand will probably be the Ferrari, maybe the Mercedes. I'm guessing those will be the two most in demand ones out of all these. But yeah, for me, an easy miss. Now for the main focus of May, of course, we do get a load of Star Wars sets coming out. The first one being the brick-built Star Wars logo, priced at $60 or £60, and this has 700 pieces. I'm not too sure about this one for me. I quite like it, but I don't think I want to pay full price for it. If I was to buy this, I'd want it in a sale. I do think it's better than the Marvel one, that's for sure. It's a lot cheaper for a start, but there's no minifigures in it. That's a bit of a strange omission. It would have been nice if maybe a couple of minifigures had been included, but that might well have bumped up the price a little bit. There is a hidden Easter egg in here, in this section here, of the Star Destroyer chasing the Tantive 4. There's a little hidden section in there. But beyond that, it is what it is. Maybe there's a little hidden Easter egg in there. Yeah, I think this one, if I was ever to get it, I'd wait for a significant sale, but it's one I can really do without. But yeah, maybe not one for me, this one, I don't think. Next, we have the Uwing Fighter, priced at $70 or £60, and this has 594 pieces. This is a little bit, it's been a few years since the last U-Wing, and I do believe this is a little bit smaller than the previous one, and a little bit more expensive as well at that. But as with all things are always go up in price. I may get this at some point, but it's not something I'm going to rush out and buy on day one. I can easily wait for a sale on this. Obviously, it comes from, features minifigures from Andor. I think the first few episodes of season 2 are now on Disney Plus at the moment, which I haven't got round to watching yet. I might wait for the full series to drop, then watch it. I have to wait and see. But yeah, it looks good, looks fine. I think it looks decent. I don't think it's quite as good as the previous one, if I'm being perfectly honest. But it does look nice. And I missed out on the previous one, so I will buy this at some point. But I will be waiting for a sale on this one. Next, we have the Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, another mid-scale ship. This one priced at $70 or £60. I think this is absolutely atrocious. I think this is appallingly priced, if I'm being perfectly honest. $70 or £60 for 386 pieces. That is a really hard sell. I don't know what Lego are thinking with pricing this one as expensive as it is. The only thing I can think of is maybe because it uses a lot of large pieces rather than small bits. But for me, yeah, this was an easy miss for me. I certainly won't ever be buying this. I have no real interest in many of the sequel trilogy sets, and this one is no different. As a mid-scale ship, it just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. I think it's just vastly overpriced. I'd be amazed if many people rush out and buy this on day one. I think you can easily wait for a sale on it. So 386 pieces, that's quite poor, really bad. Easy pass for this one for me. I do like all the mid-scale ships, and I think I've got most of them now, but this one, yeah, I certainly won't ever be buying this one. Next up, we get a couple of helmets. The first one being Kylo Ren, priced at $70 or £60, and this one has 529 pieces. Again, this one doesn't do much for me at all. But if you're interested, if you do collect your helmets, this is going to be available on May the 1st. And the second one is the Jango Fett one, which is very similar to Boba Fett. Not only different is the colouring. Priced at $70 or £70. This one is a little bit more expensive than the Kylo Ren one in the UK. Not quite sure why it's £70 and not 60. I suppose you do get 70 or so extra pieces, but there we go. If you're interested in your helmet, you do get 2 this month. Next, we get Chopper, the Astromech Droid. This one's going to be priced at $100 or £95, and will have 1,039 pieces. And this is another of the buildable droids series, very much the same scale as R2 and C-3PO. Not really one for me, this one. I'm not a huge lover of the Rebels TV series. I've only ever seen it a few times, so yeah, this one is an easy pass for me. But I'm imagining this will be quite popular with a lot of people. You do get a nice printed plaque by the looks of it, and of course you get a little minifigure as well. But yeah, this one not for me, I don't think. And the last of the Star Wars sets this month, and it is the big one, and it is the UCS Jango Fett's Fire Spray class starship, or to most people it is very much Slave One. I really don't know why Lego and Disney have changed the name of it. It is for most people Slave One, it always will be. And this looks fantastic. I am super excited for this. Priced at $300 or £260, and you do get 2,970 pieces. I'm certainly going to be buying this on day one. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. It looks fantastic. This is a big upgrade from the previous Slave one that came out about 10 years ago now. Of course, it's a different colour scheme, but I think it looks really good. I'm super excited for this. I'm certainly excited for this May the 4th set than there was for the UCS Tide Scepter that came out last year. Really good looking set that you can either have it on this display stand or lay it down flat. It is massive. It's not quite as big as the previous Slave one, but it's still very substantial, and it does look really good on the display shelf. Not quite sure how I'm going to display mine. I might well have it laid down flat, as on the display stand it is quite tall, but it certainly is a big improvement over the previous one. It's certainly around the rear. Does look really nice. I like that you've got the little sliding doors here for the seismic charge. You do get 2 minifigures. But look, little baby Boba, not a great looking minifigure, but the Jango Fett one looks just fantastic. A great looking minifigure, really nicely detailed, reprinting on the arms and the legs, and of course the chest. Yeah, fantastic looking minifigure, as you can see here. Yeah, awesome, very beautifully detailed minifigure. As I say, Boba Fett, not so much, bit basic, but yeah, Django looks awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on this. I think it's got like 1,000 pieces more than the previous one. And it just looks really good. I've seen a couple of reviews for it already. This, of course, will have a couple of promos attached to it. I think there's an exclusive keyring that comes with it, I believe, when you buy it in the first instance, although that will sell out quite quickly, I feel. There's also other few bits and pieces that will be available for it in terms of Star Wars promos, which I'll probably do a separate video for to guide you through all the various things that are going to be available for May the 4th. I think there's like the discounts available on certain sets, double insider points on certain sets. I think there's 4 times insider points on, I think, the UCS Venator. I think that's been rumoured at the moment. So when all the details are fully confirmed, I expect I'll do a video on all the May the 4th things that LEGO have got planned for this year. So yeah, really good looking set, and I cannot wait for it. Very excited. And the final set confirmed to be coming out in May is the Super Mario Kart, priced at $170 or £150. This looks fantastic. 1,972 pieces. I am really looking forward to getting my hands on this one. Not quite sure if I'm going to be buying this on day one yet. I need to see what I spend in early May, as this one comes out later in the month on May the 15th. So a little while to wait for this one. It comes out in the middle of May, but it looks awesome. Really nice looking version of Mario from every single angle. It comes on the nice display stand. I believe all the pieces are printed, like the eyes and the Mario logo. So that is awesome. So that's really nice to see. I think from every angle, looks fantastic. Nice big size, 22 centimeters high, 19 centimeters wide, and 32 centimeters deep. And it just looks awesome. Really good. It'll certainly go with my Mario collection that I've got growing just above me on my shoulder here. So that's where I'm envisioning trying to put this Mario Kart when I eventually get it. I say I'm going to wait and see how much I spend in the early part of May, whether I get this or not. I may well hang on and see if I can try and get it in a sale later in the year. It does, of course, depend on which retailers end up getting this as an exclusivity. If it goes to John Lewis and Argos in the UK, it will get an inevitable sale, but there's no guarantees of that. It may well remain LEGO and Nintendo exclusive, just like the Deku Tree. So I have to wait and see, but I think it looks awesome. Very good looking set, and yeah, I think it's going to be quite popular, I feel. And I do certainly think it's good value for money. Really nice looking Mario Kart, awesome. Now that is everything confirmed to be coming out in May so far. There is one more set that hasn't been officially confirmed yet, and it is an Icon's Boeing 747 with a space shuttle attached. There are images of this floating around out there that has been leaked, so if you know where to look, you can find images of the 747. I expect that will get revealed very soon, and that is going to be priced at $230 or £200. And again, and just like the Mario Kart, that is going to be coming out later in May. So that is yet to be officially revealed yet, so I imagine that will happen anytime soon. I will do a video when it gets revealed. So that's something to look forward to later in May. And that is pretty much it for May. So a very exciting month, but a very heavily focused Star Wars month. For me personally, I certainly will be buying the Slave one. That is definitely my must buy. And the Luke Skywalker Brickhead, I'm definitely going to be buying those two. And then I'll see what discounts are available on other Star Wars sets and what the insider point promos will be. That will determine what I buy. So yeah, very cool month. So let me know in the comments down below what LEGO sets you are thinking about buying in May. Can I please ask if a like? And if you enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.